So this last weekend we played Charleston Battery down in South Carolina, but I didn't get to go. Every trip the team is only allowed to take 18 players, and the average USL team has 22 to 30 players per team. So if you do the math, then like a few players have to stay back home for every single trip. So given the circumstance, I thought there'd be some really, really good talking points I just want to bring up. The first is that with every level that you progress up, the competition for the starting spots, it gets bigger and bigger. And once you're at the pro level, there's even competition to compete for the bench spots. There's no longer days where you're like guaranteed to be a starter for every single game. Every single one of your teammates is a professional, and every single one of those players is fighting for that same spot that you are. And they aren't just competing for pride of being a starter anymore. The battle is now for a job. It's a battle to see who will be paid next year, who can feed their families, or who gets a bigger contract, and who doesn't get one at all. So this competition is what pushes everyone to put out their absolute best every single day. They're putting their absolute best day in and day out. And if a single player is to take a day off and not put out their absolute best, then the player behind them is going to jump at that opportunity and they're going to surpass them. In my experience, these teams with this very fiery, like intra-squad competition for these starting roles end up having the most successful seasons because nobody's complacent. Nobody can just go through the motions. Nobody can relax. It's a constant battle. Throughout my career, I've seen two responses from players as they experience more and more of this competition. They either back down and quit, or they step up and raise their game up. The first is never going to be a professional soccer player, and the second is the one who's going to continue to push higher and higher throughout his career. No matter how close this competition is between the starting player and the second string or even the third string player, the coach has to choose just one player to be the starter. And it doesn't matter if they're neck and neck, it doesn't matter if they're almost exactly equal, the coach has to choose one. One will get to play and one will sit out. There has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And if you are the one that's selected, you need to prove why you were selected, not only to this coach, but to your team, the fans, and to yourself. Your performance in one game needs to earn that next opportunity in the next game. But just because you had one good game, it doesn't mean that you have locked down this starting role. Because all it takes is just one game or one mistake at the professional level for your chance to just disappear. And once you lose it, you might never get it back again. If you're not selected to be that starter, or if you lose the spot, then you can either complain about it, you can get mad at the coach, you can blame others, and you can get even more frustrated, you can lash out, or you can analyze what you need to do in order to get it back. You can use it to fuel you to work harder, you can work to improve at these weaknesses every single day, and when an opportunity arises again for you to perform, you gotta take it. And as you continue to play at these higher and higher levels, these opportunities get fewer and far between. And that player that's just nipping at your heels is going to get closer and closer to you. In the end, it's who can respond better to this pressure, who ends up having the more successful season and ultimately the more successful career. If you're a kid right now and you're thinking to yourself that once you finally sign that professional contract, that once you finally put pen to paper, that all this hard work and all this struggle is going to finally be over and disappear because now you're a pro, and that you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the success that you finally have gotten, then you're completely wrong. Because once you make it, once you sign as a professional, once you make that big team, that's when the real battle